And this is Jared Dees from thereligionteacher.com. The story of Zacchaeus, the tax collector in the Gospel of Luke, is an interesting story, an encounter with Jesus and a short rich man who was named Zacchaeus. He sees or hears of Jesus traveling through the city of Jericho, and so because he's so short, he climbs up a tree to be able to see Jesus. And Jesus sees him up in the tree, comes up to him and says, "Zacchaeus, I'm going to stay at your house." And everybody hates tax collectors, and particularly Zacchaeus, because he's rich, because he has possibly even stolen from some of the people as he's been collecting taxes. That was a common practice, according to the Bible, of tax collectors, which is why they were hated so much. But this encounter between Zacchaeus and the Lord Jesus transforms him. He says that he's going to give away half of everything that he owns and give it to the poor. And if he's cheated anyone out of their money, he's going to repay it 4 times over. So the interesting thing about this story is that it shows who Jesus is coming to save. He says the Son of Man comes not to save the healthy, but the sick. He comes to save, in this case, the lost. Zacchaeus is a lost, rich man who is changed, is transformed by that encounter with Jesus Christ. So what does this story say to us today? What does it mean for us today? The first thing that we could think about is, am I doing everything I can to see Jesus? Zacchaeus was short. He climbed a tree to be able to see Jesus. Am I doing everything I possibly can to see Jesus in my everyday life? Am I doing everything that I possibly can in order to see Jesus in church or in a holy place, for example? Make that extra effort to be able to see the Lord in the world. What does Zacchaeus do at the end of the story? He promises to give half of all that he owns to the poor. So give. Give to the poor. Give to those that are in most need. If you've been blessed with riches, if you've been blessed with any kind of financial means, give to those who need it the most. Zacchaeus realized his own need for humility and to give what he had earned, because he was rich, to those who were poor. And then finally, something to think about is not so much what Zacchaeus did, but what the people there did. The people saw Jesus staying at Zacchaeus' house, and they were grumbling. They were upset because he's a tax collector. He's a sinner. Why would you hang out with a sinner? Don't be judgmental. Don't be judgmental. Jesus came to save the lost. Who are the lost that you are judging, that you are saying, they're not a good person, they're not good enough? That's the kind of person that we need to love like Jesus loved. We need to love the lost more than those who are doing good, who are always perfect. Find ways in which we can look with love on everyone that we meet, even those that might be a little bit different than ourselves. So a few thoughts to think about in this story of Zacchaeus the tax collector in the Gospel of Luke. Go make disciples. God bless.